Hello, I am your friend Teacher Sam, and I welcome you to this enlightening English lesson. Today, we're going to delve into a fundamental aspect of English conversation, using the correct titles to address someone. We'll be exploring titles such as Mr., Ms., Miss, Mrs., Madam, Sir, and Doctor. These are not just simple words, but markers of respect and professionalism. Grasping these titles not only improves your English, but also helps you to communicate respectfully and professionally. Now, moving on to our first set of titles, Mr., Ms., Miss, and Mrs. These are commonly used titles in the English language, and knowing how to properly use them is essential for effective communication. Let's start with Mr. This is a title for men regardless of their marital status. It's a universally accepted form of address for men, and you can use it in both formal and informal settings. For instance, you could say, Mr. Smith, could you please pass the salt? Next up, we have Ms., pronounced as Ms. This is a title for women, and like Mr., it can be used regardless of marital status. It's a safe and respectful way to address a woman if you're unsure of her marital status, or if it's irrelevant in the context. For example, Miss Johnson, your appointment is scheduled for 2 o'clock. Now let's talk about Miss and Mrs. These titles are specifically for women, but their usage is based on marital status. Miss is used for unmarried women, while Mrs. is used for married women. So if you're addressing a young unmarried woman, you might say, Miss Davis, your order is ready. And for a married woman, Mrs. Thompson, your table is ready? You might be wondering, what if you don't know a woman's marital status? Or perhaps it's a professional situation where marital status shouldn't matter. In such cases, Miss is your go-to title. It's neutral and respectful, making it a safe choice when you're in doubt. To sum up, Mr. is for men, Miss is for unmarried women, Mrs. is for married women, and Miss is a universal title for women, irrespective of their marital status. It's important to remember these distinctions, as using the correct title shows respect and courtesy towards the other person. Remember, using the correct title shows respect and courtesy towards the other person. Next, we will look at the titles, Madam, Sir, and Doctor. Just like the titles we discussed earlier, these also have their unique uses and contexts. Let's start with Madam. This is a polite form of address for women, often used in formal and professional situations. It's similar to Sir, but for women. For example, if you're addressing the female CEO of a company, you might say, May I have a word with you, madam? Next is Sir, a respectful way to address a man, especially in a formal setting. It's a title that denotes respect and professionalism. For instance, if you were addressing a male boss, you might say, Excuse me, sir, could I ask you a question? Lastly, we have Doctor, a title used for both men and women who have earned a doctoral degree, or for medical practitioners. It's a recognition of their academic or professional achievement. For example, when addressing a university professor who holds a PhD, you would say, Dr. Smith, could you clarify this concept for me? Each of these titles, Madam, Sir, and Doctor, have their unique places in the English language, and using them correctly can help you navigate different social and professional situations. It's all about respect and recognition, acknowledging the person's status or achievements. Using these titles correctly can make your conversations more polished and professional. As we come to the end of this lesson, let's go over what we have learned. We've dived into the ocean of English language etiquette, exploring the correct usage of titles such as Mr., Ms., Miss, and Mrs. We've also charted the course for using Madam, Sir, and Doctor. Remember, Mr. is used for adult men, while Ms. is a versatile choice for adult women, regardless of their marital status. Miss is used for young unmarried women, and Mrs. for married women. Madam is a respectful term for women, Sir for men, and Doctor for individuals with doctorate degrees. It's not just about politeness, it's about showing respect and understanding the cultural nuances of English conversations. So don't be shy to practice using these titles in your daily dialogue. Remember, mastering these titles is a small step to becoming fluent in English. Keep practicing and you will get there. Thank you for joining me in this lesson.